formal on YouTube. I know I'm normally just like this shirtless guy cooking in his kitchen. But I want to start treating this more like a podcast, and I am going to start doing long form videos. So bear with me. I've been meaning to do that. I've had this YouTube account for a while, and I haven't been treating it seriously. But now we are. That is an objective for May. But I wanted to talk to you guys very quickly on the concept of just show up. You don't have to feel like you're ready. You just get ready. Just do it. Just show up. I've been exercising for almost 20 years, and what I've realized is just kind of putting the gym clothes on before I could talk myself out of it and getting there and doing the workout. Then while I'm there, I just find myself having this energy and this momentum and this positioning. So find out what you got to do. If it's like you need to start reading, then put the book by your bedside and pick up the book. And even if you read at least 5 pages, you're doing something. But I want to encourage you to start showing up to your life. And if you're constantly wondering, like, how do I live better days? Well, how can you manage your day better? A lot of times you want to wait till you feel good for life to feel good. But what would a feeling good life look like from the inside? It has, you may be thinking that it has to do about your finances or like your job or this or that, but it starts from the second you get out of bed. It's the moment you get out of bed, you make a decision. And that decision is, am I going to live my best life by choosing to challenge myself, to show up, even when it's difficult, to still show up? There's something that says motivation, it's like taking a bath. Like, you need to find it daily. So find ways to keep yourself motivated. When I was in a bit of a slump, I would put motivational audios as soon as I woke up, and then I'd get my day started. Now I'm in a different season. I do affirmations in front of the mirror, which I do have in the description. You could check out on my page. I do under morning reset, just so I don't forget. It's called morning reset. So I do affirmations in the mirror, I do meditations, I sit with myself, and I start to focus on how can I make my life better. And one of the biggest things is one of the affirmations I speak into myself. How's it going? You can let me know where you're tuning in from. I see we got people tuning in live. One of the biggest things I say is I step into my highest self now. Like, I step into the version of me who's choosing to live my dreams. I'm not going to continue being the old ways that have kept me back from becoming who I need to be. Hello. How's it going? I see we got some subscribers here. Appreciate you guys. Oh, 1 second. Give me one. I'm ordering food, so I had to let them know because there's been an issue with the location. Okay, so how can I show up as the best version of myself today? And only you know what that looks like. Only you know what it means. Like, if you think about it, what were the goals that you set up? Hello, how's it going, Manju? Hello. What does it look like to you to show up as the best version of yourself today? That's one of the main important things. Like, as you sit with becoming the greatest version of yourself, you start saying, how can I start today? What can I do today? Just start with today, because it's not tomorrow, this week, and you could make a list of things you want to get done this week, but what can you do today? A little minor adjustment I decided to make today was I'm not going to cook while live on YouTube today. I'll cook while live on a different platform. Today, I'm going to treat YouTube like a podcast, and I'll put a shirt on, and I'll be more formal. If you guys look at my former live videos, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. If you see my former live videos, I'm shirtless in the kitchen, just having a conversation, whatnot. I want to start treating this more professionally. Why? Because I do see myself having tons of subscribers in the future, and I have to treat it. So whatever I believe I want in my future, I take care of in the moment, right? Well, how can you take care of your day today? And one of the things I shared, which I have in my morning reset affirmations, it's under, if you go to stan, STAN.store, STORE/Branden Alaen reset, you'll see something called the morning reset. And that morning reset, I have an affirmation guide. If you don't know how to speak to yourself in the morning, start using the words that I set out. Okay? Life is a product of your words. Hold on, my food is sending me a message. Let me figure this out. Give me 1 second. Oh, and also another message is just be easy on yourself, okay? I could be here really, oh my gosh, the food, it's so unprofessional. I'm on a live YouTube video. How dare I respond to the food that's on its way to my house? No, guys, we're all humans. We're all having an experience of life. You know, the corporate sector has you on this constant performance, but when you're building your dream, it's kind of unapologetic. Like, yes, I'm responding to the tortilla burrito that is coming to my house. It's healthy, but yeah, I don't want them to be running around in circles because I'm on a YouTube live video. So what can I do? Take a pause from the video, respond over there, come back, because you can just breathe through life. You don't have to take life so seriously. But what you do need to take serious is how you are managing your day. Okay, what you should take serious is how big you're choosing to dream. Because think about it. Like, I just want to say a really serious question and we'll wrap up here. Do you really think you're just brought into this earth to just pay bills and die? That's it? You're just here to be a part of a system and a population and that's it? And that's it? All right, you're good, goodbye. Or is it to not live in the ultimate experience that's possible? And the more that you realize that there's a life for us to live in the most ultimate experience possible, well, how do we maximize our time? Maximizing your time is how you maximize your life. I was talking to somebody today, a relative from my family, and they're like, oh, because I don't have time and I wake up so late. And I said, do you give yourself a bedtime? And they're like, no. And I was like, well, start with giving yourself a bedtime and you'll start feeling like you're more in control of your time because your body will recognize, hey, we're getting close to bedtime. Let's wrap things up. Let's go to sleep. Let's not doom scroll. I'm not here to be your father, your pappy, your daddy, none of that. I am here to just have a conversation with you and let you know that life is to be enjoyed, but life is to be disciplined and structured so that you can actually enjoy it. If you go on a vacation and you have absolutely no itinerary and no plans, you'll find yourself just hanging out in the hotel room and just figuring stuff out along the way. But if you go with a planned agenda, always leave room for wonder. But if you start having a structure and a plan, your life will start looking beautiful. And I tell you this from someone who chronically never had a plan for anything. And now that I have so much structure, organization, it's like really structure creates freedom. So I know you may not feel like doing certain things, but ask yourself, if you were to start getting these simple things done, like reading more, listening to podcasts, working on your business ideas, everything, would you start feeling better about yourself? Because at the end of the day, it's how you feel about the main character of the story that you're living. All right? Would you watch a TV show if you absolutely were not in alignment with the character? The character you got to connect with. So maybe sometimes it's so hard for you to get out of bed in the morning because you're so disconnected from the main character. Something to think about. If these videos ever speak to you, feel free to message me on Instagram and say, hey, YouTube fam, your video spoke to me. I don't know how, you could always put it in the comments here, but I love hearing feedback. All right, I'm sending you guys my love. You can check out my store, Branden Alaen Reset. Stanstore.com/Branden Alaen Reset. I'll try to put it in the description, but sometimes these links are not clickable. My food just got here and I'm sending my love. This was my commitment to go live on YouTube. So here I am showing up in excellence, stretching myself with a shirt on to live my best life. May this encourage you to do the same. Take care. I'm glad it helped you. Awesome. Very glad that this helped you.